got this opportunity of having Mega Meditation Summit in Dallas. That's where it completely changed, and we had this target of announcing this Omega Meditation Campus before MMS1. So we were able to quickly find the land. It took around 3 to 4 months. That's it.
Project, and who are the main core team of this project?
So, with respect to the core team of this project, right, we do have a team called as Omega core team. We have Sri Hari Sharma, Srinivas Govinini, and Praveen Villa, and Ram Prasad, and Puneet Shah. So these are the core members. And apart from the core members, we do have extensive governing bodies, which involve all different types of masters, starting from Newton sir, Chandra Pamanidhi sir, they are all advisors.
Hello, my dear friends. Namaste and welcome in PMC English. I welcome you in the series of Chit Chat with Global Masters. Today we have a wonderful master from US. He's basically from Hyderabad, but from last 10 years he is in Dallas. So let's know more about his journey, his services, how did he started his meditation journey, how he is balancing his entire life. So let's welcome Nanda Maharshi ji. Sir, welcome.
Thank you, Kavita ji, for introducing me to this wonderful platform.
Thank you. Thank you for accepting our request. I'm really grateful to you the way you're managing your 3:30 a.m. right now and you are here. So I can see the dedication. So Nanda ji, when did you start your journey in meditation?
Yes, Kavita ji. So, coming to this meditation journey, when I was very young, I was introduced to PSSM. I started working with Patriji. I started my parents basically started this spiritual movement in our family, and then my father was doing all different types of practices, and somehow he came across this PSSM, and when he came across PSSM, he introduced me directly to Patriji, and then we had a wonderful session. And during that time, I felt very much impressed with all the wisdom that Patricia used to share, and the flute music, the meditation. I was totally pumped up after listening to all of this, and then there was a energy shift in me during that time, and then I thought, okay, this is the correct practice. And then later on, I also searched for other practices, but no, none of them attracted me. So PSSM is the only organization that has attracted me. And then from there on, I started doing a lot of voluntary services with my parents. So that's how I was totally deeply involved in PSSM. So the journey still continues. So I'm still working with PSSM, and it's a greatest blessing that I have in my life. And then yes, PSSM has changed my life.
Yeah, I can see. But I have a question. See, generally, our generation, we used to be very happy with the way our life was that time. We were not that distracted. We were like, happy go life kind of kids in that time. So, what was the thing like? You said your father introduced you, but there should be some inner call. There should be something which pull you in this journey. Otherwise it's not that easy thing that someone just told you and you just started your meditation journey. So what was your call as a child, as a school kid?
So whenever when my father started introducing me to this PSSM, right? Even before that, when I was a small kid, maybe around 1 year or 2 years around, I used to have a different name. My parents used to call with different name, the total different name, and then uh, but during that time, I was not feeling good about my name. Maybe that's the reason where I started crying little bit. I was not working. I was not behaving properly whenever someone used to call with that name. Suddenly, around 1 year or 2 years, he changed my name. He changed my name to Nanda Maharshi. Then, then there is a shift happened in me. So I was very happy, blissful, and then I was very much enjoying my life from there on. So this all I never knew about this one. After getting married, my wife, she particularly went to my father and she asked, why Nanda Maharshi? Because that was very unique. And she asked why Maharshi, because none of my brothers have it. It's not my family name. So somehow my name was changed, Nanda Maharshi. And then later on, when I was uh, when I was around 5 years or 6 years, when I was going to school, LKG, UKG, at that time, so we used to have a Baba. We used to have um, a master who was residing just beside of us, and he was helping. So he used to do namas every day, and so whenever he does namas, he asked us to do chanting, Om Namah Shivaya chanting. So every time he used to do five times a day, and then similarly he used to ask the same thing with us, and then I used to do this chanting meditation for 5 minutes every day during that time, couple of times in a day. And then whenever I do that chanting meditation, right, I used to feel great during that time.
Mm.
The whole day was very pleasant. I used to I used to see some differences. I used to see some happenings in my daily routine during that time. So based upon that, I thought, okay, there must be something. There must be some connection that is with me with meditation. So that's how whenever I got introduced to this meditation, I felt there is a change, and then that's how it all transformed my life. So that's how that's the connection behind all of this.
So you mentioned that something like significance of your name, something got changed energetically and feeling wise. So did you realize the significance and meaning of your name?
Yeah, I did realize the significance of my name later on after getting married and then giving birth to Maitreya. So somehow we are all we were all connected, and all the situations in my life that happened, right, they were all interconnected, and I was able to see that there is a connection between each and every aspect of life, like why my parents were able to come into this meditation. So I was also able to track that, and then even my parents, we need to have some certain things in our life to come into this meditation, right? So they were able to have that. And then for me, Maitreya Maharshi, after, so we had a meditation session, and then somehow after the meditation session happened, uh, someone asked me about some questions, general spiritual questions, and during the process of answering those questions, somehow I was able to recollect why my name was Nanda Maharshi, and then why my son's name was Maitreya Maharshi. So Maitreya Maharshi, through Hima, she got a lot of intuitions, and then somehow the Maitreya Maharshi's name was given to the child. And in order to have Maitreya Maharshi, he needs to have my name to be Nanda Maharshi. So surname needs to be there for everyone in when you enter into US passport, right? So you need to have surname as well as last name and first name. So in order to have the last name and first name, he wantedly made my name to change into Nanda Maharshi. There is a background story of it. So that's how
Oh,
my
wow.
son's name was already planned, and then that's how my name was altered in my early life. So that's how I see the connection, and it flowed through me. That answer flowed through me, and then I did not realize, okay, this is the main thing that happened to my life, and this is how my name got changed. So I realized at that point of time, maybe after 2 years of his birth, I was able to decode that.
So greater hidden cause, right? I mean, yeah, see how masters do all these things. Wonderful. Nandaji, you are doing a lot of work. I know you from, I think, almost 1 year, maybe right now. So you are working for Dallas, and so many things are going on there. Would you like to share about Dallas Pyramid, Omega Pyramid, which is now in manifestation process?
Yes, Kawalji. So we are having a mega pyramid plan here. So we are going to build a mega meditation campus in Dallas. So Dallas is located in central of America, so it's central coast, and then it is easily accessible to each and every part of the world. It's a big metroplex, and so we have huge Indian community here, as well as we do have huge native community here, and that's how it all got manifested. Even before this Omega Pyramid manifestation, right? We had a lot of other visions that were destined to happen here. So this is all mostly deserted place. We don't. It's not natural beauty. So we don't have forests. We don't have anything here, but there is a significance here. So the energetically speaking, we had many different masters who told us, okay, there is some happening going to happen in couple of years. That's what they told me, and somehow we were able to do a lot of meditation programs during that time. We were organizing a lot of different meditation programs that never happened in US, like doing vegetarian rally, doing meditations, and all of this. So during that same time frame, we got this opportunity of having mega meditation summit in Dallas. That's where it completely changed, and we had this target of announcing this Omega Meditation Campus before MMS1. So we were able to quickly find the land. It took around 3 to 4 months. That's it. So it's very uh, it was already planned, I guess. Maybe that's the reason we were able to find the land very easily. But whenever you search for the land, right, it takes more than years and years to
True,
find the land.
true.
But this Omega Pyramid project, right, it never took that long, and then we were able to manifest the land very easily and fast. And from there on, we were able to announce it on MMS stage, MMS Mega Meditation Summit stage 1 and 2, and that's how we are planning. And we are planning to build a smaller pyramid called as Alpha Pyramid. Initially, this project is called as Alpha Project, and then we're going to build a smaller pyramid by mid of next year. And from there on, we are going to target for building a meditation campuses in that Omega Pyramid land.
Wonderful, wonderful. So many things are going on. So, how many people are approximately connected with this project, and who are the main core team of this project?
So, with respect to the core team of this project, right, we do have a team called as Omega core team. We have Sri Hari Sharma, Srinivas Bominini, and Praveen Billa, and Ram Prasad, and Puneet Shah. So these are the core members. And apart from the core members, we do have extensive governing bodies, like which involve all different types of masters, starting from Newton sir, Chandra University sir. They are all advisors. So
Mm-hmm.
they are all advising our project. And then apart from that, we do have local masters within US, Shrikant Garla, Pari Madam. So everyone is involved in this. They are planning to do whatever it takes to build this mega project. So that's our core team. We are all spread across different places, and then spreading the awareness of pyramid power and everything, so that we get it manifested very soon.
Mm-hmm. So, what did you achieve so far, Nandaji? You're into such a profession, and apart from that, you are contributing your half of the time for this cause. So, what did you achieve in your life so that you got this inspiration of doing for human?
So on my journey, I was able to realize that the spiritual side of human experience is the key aspect of your evolution. So I was able to know that, and then and on a daily basis, right, I was able to learn a lot of things. So whenever you are in the physicality, right, you are constrained to physical realities, and then so you are not going to see your life in a different view whenever you're in that physicality. But when you come into the spirituality, right, you try to accept each and everything from outside and from inside, and then you start using your knowledge. You start going through a lot of books. You become very much open minded. And whenever you are open minded, right, you accept suggestions, you accept things as they are. And then not only that, you also there is no need to judge anyone based upon any situations or circumstances, right? So those are the key aspects that learn. We learn to be very much grateful to whatever happened. So we learn things. These are very small things like gratitude, respecting others, and non-judgment, non-interference. These are all very small things, but the practical application, right? That's where we will be able to know much more about spirituality and much more about ourselves. So whenever you try to, I was able to myself, I was able to know much more better. Um, and then I was able to implement, whenever I started implementing all of this, right, I was able to know each and every aspect within me. And then that's how it totally transformed me. And that's a motivation factor behind whatever I do. And I always keep remembering all of this, and then whenever I do any activity, right, so I just implement all of them.
Wonderful, wonderful. So recently, I think you might have also attended MMS 2, right? Mega Meditation Summit 2, and then last year it was MMS 1. So how is it going on in land of abroad? Because in India, see MDMC and these programs are like very exciting program. People across the globe, they come in this December program, annual main program, and how it was in Dallas, Dallas and Raleigh. Yeah.
Yes. So mega meditation events, right? We always had a dream to have one of those events here in US. And so when Patriji visited in 2019 here into Dallas, there were certain masters. Some of the masters, they asked Patriji, so we are unable to travel to India for Dhyana Jagath. And then Patriji, he told that if you were unable to come to India for Dhyana Chakram, then we'll bring Dhyana Chakram to Dallas. That's what he told. It was in 2019. And and after the mega meditation event one, that's the same master came to me, and then she told that okay, this was all done in 2019 itself. That was the plan from Patriji, and then we were able to manifest it last year, mega meditation summit in Dallas, and we were able to successfully do that. And we did lot of things during that event, and we got that moral strength, moral support. And we were able to prove ourselves that okay, we can do all these big mega events here. And from there on, we never looked back. And then we wanted to achieve whatever we wanted to achieve during with these events. And we were able to manifest a lot of things during these events. And last year, this year we had a mega meditation too that happened in Raleigh, and we bought many external speakers. So first MMS one was all about internal PSSM masters. So we connected with all different internal PSSM masters, and then the second event we bought in many external speakers. They explain their organizations. They explain their methods of trainings, methods of meditations, and so all of those. So that was very transformative event. Mega Meditation 2 was very transformative event, and Rally team was but did a fabulous job in arranging all the things, all the necessary things that needed for Mega Meditation event. And next year we are going to have Mega Meditation 3 in Southern California. And this event is going to be more about globalization. So we are going to have more than 50% of native audience in California. And then yeah, so this will be a all these mega meditation events. They change the momentum within PSSM, and so we are seeing for the next 10 years, right? The PSSM, there will be a rapid expansion of PSSM, and PMC will play a greater role in expanding meditation and teaching meditation to each and everyone across the globe. So that's what our target is, and reaching to the local audience and then local meditators, and explaining the importance of pyramid power, meditation, and everything. So we are the initiators of all of these programs here, but later on, it's the native people who are going to take that responsibility and then take this movement forward. So that's our idea and that's our goal, and definitely we are going to see a lot many native meditation masters in coming maybe 10 years. So that's our main aim through mega meditation summits. And
Wow.
we are also planning to have such mega events very often. So before this mega meditation events, right, we did had seven mini meditation events in seven different states this year.
Okay.
So it was so so all these programs were aligning towards this mega meditation event 3 2, and now we are going to plan the same for mega meditation 3. So we are going to have many meditation events starting from January, and then which will lead to this mega meditation 3.
So that's really wonderful, and so be it. The way you guys are planning and performing, and the agenda is really very strong to go global for meditation and vegetarianism. So, Nandaji, how many countries are connected so far globally, and how many people are contributing in this whole agenda of going global?
Yes. So during this mega meditation event, 1 and 2, for the first event, we were able to have meditation masters from different places, like from Europe, from couple of countries from Europe, and then we had meditation masters from Australia, and we had meditation masters from India. So they all flew in, and then they were having their physical presence in Dallas for that mega meditation event 1. And from there on, so that mega meditation one in Dallas inspired them to conduct their local meditation summits in their own respective countries.
Mhm.
So after that, we were able to feel those energies. So they took back all these energies from Dallas, and then they were able to do those similar events in Australia, and then they were also planning to do some of the events in Singapore and all of this. Later on, last year, Mega Meditation 2, in during this Mega Meditation 2, we also had a lot of speakers from other same countries, other European countries, and then some Far East countries. So yeah, obviously, so we are having a global presence here, and with this global presence, we are with the help of PMC Global or else PMC English. So we are planning to have a global reach out, connecting different masters. So that's our agenda for this year and next year. So we wanted to go global, and we have been planning on reaching out to different masters, and then creating a local audience as well as the global audience for their respective countries and then the whole world. So, yep, things are in progress. So we are going to we do have plans to expand it to many different new countries. So yeah, things are in progress.
Great. Now, in a personal note, I want to know your life, your journey, your profession, and how do you balance all these things?
So I stay in Dallas, and then I work for a bank. So I work as a software engineer. I do network security, and so I also have Himabindu as my wife, and Maitri Maharshi. So during my uh, during my work life balance, right? Whenever I talk about work life balance, right? So I never distinguish between spiritual aspect as well as my work, my general office work. So I balance it out. So I take by priority. So whatever is priority during that day and that time. So based upon that priority, I start working on those priority items, and then um, so I never see any issue balancing your work life, work life. So it's always easy whenever you come into meditation. You know the priorities of what you want to do. So based upon those priorities, we generally design our day, and based upon that we work. So there is whenever you set your priorities right, then there should not be any issues with respect to any work life balance or anything like that. So set your priorities right, and then from there on you'll be able to see wonders in your life. So that's what I'm able to achieve in my life.
So you said you never see the spirituality and work life balance or the materialistic things in a different way. They both are same, you mean, right?
Yes. All of these are interconnected and both of them are same, and so we need to balance both of them. So um, at one point of time, right, I was doing more of the spiritual service, and suddenly I realized myself with some messages that I got. And during that time, I was able to know the importance of the physical aspect too. And we always know the impact of our physical presence, right? So in order to have our physical presence, we need to have physical necessities like breathing air, uh, drinking water, and doing all the physical routine, right? So as much as the spirituality aspect matters, the same physical aspect also matters. That's what I was able to experience during one of the vision, and then yeah, from there on, I started balancing both my physical life as well as the spiritual side of me, and that's how I'm taking uh, equal importance to both of these.
So could you please simplify spirituality? What is spirituality for you?
With respect to spirituality, right? Spirituality basically doesn't mean that you need to have a devotion. You need to go to temples every day. Um, so you need to spirituality basically it means that you need to know the true potential of yourself. You need to know who you are. So that is what spirituality means to me, and we all have we do have many aspects of ourselves, and we are all superhuman beings, and which means that we do have infinite potentials, we do have infinite energy. So we need to realize that we are all infinite beings, and we can do whatever we want, and it's all energy and matter. So we are all energy matter beings. So realizing that is called as spiritualism, and then knowing more about it, it makes you more spiritual being, and then that's how you transform yourself as well as you also transform the whole of the humanity.
Beautiful. So, I mean, you simplified it so well, so well. Uh, are you vegetarian from early days, or you turned vegetarian later?
So yeah, I was a vegetarian from the beginning. When I was very young, around 2 years, 3 years, I never ate meat. So my parents, they all used to eat meat, and then they used to force me, but I never really liked it, and they did agree upon it, and then based on that, they started cooking separate meal for me, rice and dal, and that used to be a white rice and dal separately. And I never liked having meat in the first place, and then from the beginning I'm a vegetarian. And later on, when I got married, and I introduced my wife about meditation, she also got introduced to it, and then she also completely transformed into vegetarian, and then similarly, her whole family, she was able to tell the importance of meditation and book reading and pyramid power, everything to her parents, and then the whole of the family, they turn into vegetarians, and then they're doing very well, and they're doing a lot of spiritual service with respect to um, uh, meditation and serving the people.
So nice. So, could you please tell about vegetarianism more? What is the importance of vegetarianism, and why people should not consume non-veg?
So, since I was talking about this energy, matter and energy, right? So we are all energy beings. That's what I was talking about earlier. And whenever we talk about vegetarianism, right? Vegetarianism basically mostly relates to plants. So eating plant food. So vegetarian 90% of the vegetarians eat plant-based food, and whenever you take plants, right, the energy that those plants hold, you can see the radiations, the energies with respect to the live plants, with respect to rotten plants, and all of this. And you'll be having a positive vibrational energy whenever you eat those plant-based food, and whenever you take this meat products, or else any other products, right? You can see a depletion of energies there. And whenever you consume those energies, right, the same thing happens within your body. So your body processes the same energy source, and it gives back to your body. And recently we were able to had a JTP session, Journey Towards True Path, and during that session we had a talk about this vegetarianism and plant-based food. And so one of my friend, Joshna from from Austin, right? She's a vegan, and she turned vegan, and she's helping each and everyone to know the importance of this vegetarianism and this vegan diet.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, based upon a lot of documentary series and the evidences that we see, right, the vegan food is one of the best way that your body can use. And so vegetarianism can give all different types of proteins that are needed for the body. So there is no need to take the external proteins from animal sources. So that's how we need to be very much aligned. And during the process of converting, so there are a lot of people who convert into this vegetarianism after coming into this meditation, right? So these meditation practices, whenever you go into these meditation practices, all the unwanted habits like eating meat and all this, they get reduced from your body, so they get deleted from your routine. So that is the main cause that why most of the people, whenever they come into this meditation, they turn into vegetarian. It is like getting rid of all the old patterns, getting rid of the old habits which are not serving your highest purpose. So becoming a vegetarianism is a main aspect where you can completely transform your life from physical being to the spiritual being. So why that food is used, and that's how it is going to completely transform yourself. So eating vegetarianism gives a lot of proteins, and not only that, it gives vibrational energies to your body, which are very much useful for you in terms of spirituality.
So you are in the US, and I think their people, their food habit is very adverse. So what do you feel like you being being an Indian staying in US, you are continuing your right food habit, that is vegetarianism. So could you please share a message to people who are in abroad on this subject of vegetarianism?
So I was really shocked when I came to US for the first time, because in India people used to eat meat once in a while, weekly once or something like that.
Yeah.
But after coming to US, I was able to realize that okay, there is no limit to eat meat here. So everyone at any point of time in a day, they used to eat meat. So there are people who eat meat every day for 3 times. And yeah, I know the cost of vegetables is little higher compared to the meat. That's what the industry has been created here, and then people follow that, and based on that, they buy meat and then they eat it. But whatever comes for a lesser price, or whatever is attracting you. So it's all our marketing strategy. So that is the main thing that we need to understand. And eating meat, we all know about the disadvantages having of eating meat, right? So
Right.
it causes cancer. So there is a series which directly tells you the importance of vegetarianism. um, so we need to listen to that. And so there are no boundaries or limitations whenever you eat vegetarian diet. So you need to vegetarian, our body is designed to eat vegetarian diet, not the meat or animal products. So we need to completely accept that statement, and then based on that, we need to start eating food, and which can help us to regulate all different types of issues within our body. And basically, we all know, right? Our Indian society has been vegetarian for a long many years. Even though there were a lot of invasions and everything, we were never changed into completely meat eating society. But we need to know that, and then that's how we need to encourage and people bring awareness to the rest of the world to know the importance of vegetarianism and know the importance of plant-based diet.
Right, right. And this is really very, very much important point. And thank you for sharing it. So, Nandaji, do you read books?
Yes, I do occasionally read books, but yeah, but I do follow a lot many Swadhyaya sessions that were conducted by different programs,
Hmm.
different organizations, right? So I did read mm, Autobiography of Yogi and Bring Us to the Dawn, and I did read some of the like Seven Spiritual Laws of Success and some of the basic books,
Hmm.
and I also listen to all different types of book reading sessions. And whenever I listen to those sessions, right? So I can connect to I can connect those dots, and then I can realize the importance of Swadhyaya. Why Swadhyaya is very important. And yeah, book reading is very transformative. And whenever I read all of those books, right? So it bring a different aspect of me, and then I was able to relate to all those teachings that were in those books. And the must read book, Patricia used to ask each and everyone whenever we sit in meditation or whenever we go into any programs. He used to ask, "Did you read this autobiography yogi book?" So he used to ask me for almost 10 years or 15 years. I never realized the importance of reading that book. Later on, for the last 2 years, when we started reading book about when we started reading autobiography of Yogi, I was able to realize the importance of that book. So in that book, Yogananda Paramahansa, he clearly explains that there is no everything is a science. All the wonders that these saints create, right? These are all these are all about the physical sciences that we see. So, and these are all part of sciences. So that we haven't yet discovered. So we need to we need to get better. We need to get ourselves much more better so that we can understand all those concepts. So similarly, we read. I have read Seth books, conducted Seth Wisdom Workshop here, then Ramtha books. So these are all highly energetic books, which will completely transform you and completely change your perspective of your life. So we are all interdimensional people, and you'll come to realize much more deeper insights about yourself by reading these books.
So, Nandaji, you told that you are going to, I mean, you have already started building this mega omega pyramid, right? Apart from that, what other kinds of programs are happening there? How you are involved in all these programs?
Yes, Kavita. So, apart from this mega pyramid project that we are doing, we had an opportunity to do mega meditation summit, and not only that, we have been supporting all different teams across USA.
Mhm.
to enable themselves to have their own meditation sessions in their localized places. Apart from that, within Dallas area, we have been conducting weekly meditations at a community place. So every weekend, Sunday, we do organize it a single place, as well as we also organize at different cities at the same time.
Mhm.
So we do neighborhood meditations across different cities via Zoom, as well as connecting them online and as well as in person. And not only that, we have also conducted Seed Wisdom workshop for 3 days here in Dallas. So that was totally the in-person session, and participants across USA, they came to this particular event. It was a 3-day workshop, and we were able to conduct it for 3 days, and then we provided food, accommodation, everything. So that was the first 3-day event that we did, even before a mega meditation summit
Mhm.
too. So we were able to know that we can expand ourselves, and we can do such kind of events, like in-person events for 3 days now. And in the future, since we have done this mega meditation 2 event as a 3-day program, in the future we'll be able to do 5-day program or 10-day program going on. And not only that, we are also doing many different types of programs, fundraising programs with respect to this Omega project, or with respect to any other project that we do. So we do fundraising programs conducted for driving the funds for all our projects, like for PMC Global, or PMC, or PSSM USA, or PSSM Global, for any different projects that this particular organizations take up for Omega Pyramid project. So we have conducted a fundraising program. So we are constantly working with local communities to enable them to know the power of pyramids, meditations, and to know the importance of book reading. So these are all the active programs that we are doing as part of. So every 2-3 months we come up with new programs, and we also had a breath awake event even before this mega meditation one. So that was a flagship program that Dallas team had, having a breath awake event. The name of the event is Breath Awake, and we invited more than 300 to 400 people during that event. So yeah, we constantly work every week to get involved in any meditation activities that are happening within Dallas, and then that's how we keep on engaging ourselves, and then start spreading this word of meditation.
So how is it really feasible there in Dallas and in other places? Because say in India, these kind of programs I understand, but people those who have to manage their life, their household things, because there you don't get house help also. So so is it really feasible there, and how is the response of people?
The response of people is very good, as always, and managing all of this, it makes you learn a lot of things, and yeah, of course, it brings to a core concept, like again balancing your physical as well as spiritual life, right? So yeah, we are able to manage all of this, and whenever you do this meditation programs, right, it brings an energy within you, and if you don't organize any programs, you can see there is a drop in energies.
Right.
So that's how we keep on engaging ourselves, and then yeah, it's a little tough to balance both of them, but oftentimes you need to take some break, go on a vacation, and then get recharged and come back. And this is the simple rule that everyone needs to follow, and then that's how it is. And yeah, it's these are all motivation factors, and we have a big team here. We get inspired by each and everyone by looking at what they are doing in terms of spiritual service. So there was one man who was um, not who was very stiff on having this mega project.
Mm-hmm.
So his determination was very much, and so his determination brought that mega project here.
And who is that person?
and his name is Srihari Sharma. So
Yeah.
we all went and searched for the lands. But this particular person, he had this particular thought that okay, we need to have a big area, and again, right? Texas is Texas is big, and whatever you get in Texas, they are all big. So whenever you go to any restaurant and ask for food, they give a lot of food. So the meaning of Texas is big. It's not small anymore. So whatever you ask, it gives you in a big size. That's how he told us, and then he had a thought to have a big land mega project. We always thought of having we were always were okay with any one of the results, whether building small pyramids or else building mega projects, or we were okay with any one of the projects, and simultaneously we were searching for all of this.
Mhm.
But this particular person has a lot of determination to get a big land, and that's how he was able to manifest. And similarly, when you come to Divya, who manages this meditation magic, right? So she has a lot of aspirations to bring a lot of meditators into this PSSM, and that's how she's a great motivational factor for entire Dallas and entire US, where she conducts different types of programs and she organizes programs. And not only that, each and every one of the Dallas team, whether you take anyone, even Himabindu and Suvarna Aduta, who created one more NGO called as PSSM Dallas. So they wanted to um, help and enable people within Dallas that okay, there is a organization, a PSSM organization within Dallas. So in India, right, we all meditate, we all know who is Patriji, what is PSSM, and everyone. But when you come to US, right, you need to know that identity. So in order to bring back all the roots for anyone who are resonated with PSSM in India, we have created this opportunity of having one more organization called as PSSM Dallas. So by at least looking at PSSM Dallas, people will know their roots and their association with PSSM way back in India, and that's how they connect back. And then
Right.
that point that enabled us to create this organization. And not only that, like we are enabling each and every organization, each and every state to enable their own internal organization, so that we can collaborate and then we can spread the awareness of meditation, because we are not centralized society, we are all decentralized society, and that's how it brings uniqueness and it gives the sense of responsibility to each and everyone to contribute their own self, right? So
Yeah.
that's how within Dallas we do have different organizations, and we always have mega programs here happening in Dallas. So last year we had a couple of programs happened in Dallas, and this year too we are having some more projects that are in pipeline.
That's really great, and that is the beauty. That is oneness, and the way all are united, being decentralized, but working for one cause. That is ultimate work. Thank you, Nandaji. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your wisdom, sharing your time, sharing all your experiences and the work you are doing there. It's really, remarkable. Thank you. Thank you. So, before concluding, would you like to share your message to the entire world?
So I would like to share some things that changed me, and this particular aspects definitely change each and everyone in the around the world. So uh, so start meditating. So whenever you start meditating, you can realize the inner potential within you. I know there are people who are doing all different types of things, and then they were able to realize the inner power within them. But whenever you meditate yourself, right, you will know there is an infinite potential within you. So
Right.
realizing that infinite potential is within you is the way, and meditation is the way that make you realize that there is an infinite potential within you. And And again, we need to look at those examples. We do have Patriji, who has stood by his words. He was a practical explanation of each and everything that he explained, and getting wisdom and applying those wisdom. Be a man of practicality. So there are a lot of people who speak about a lot of things, a lot of knowledge, but being a man of fiscal truth is more important, and try to apply in your daily life. And whenever you do this meditation, as well as applying all this spiritual knowledge in your practical, in your daily life, it will completely transform yourself. So these two small aspects will completely change your life. And I wanted to share these two small things with the whole of the world, that doing meditation uh, will make you realize that you have an infinite potential. And there are certain qualities that we need to adapt to know that infinite potential, right? So and getting that spiritual knowledge, and then applying those all the knowledge in your practical life makes you a, a determined person. And we need people of determination. We need people of highest goal. We need people of highest wisdom. We need people of highest energies on this planet. So that is a small message from me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your message. And I know people who are watching this video, they will definitely get inspired, because the work is happening there is really remarkable, is really commendable. And my all best wishes to you and to the entire team and to the global masters.
Thank you, Kavitaji, for doing this wonderful interview.
I would like to request all of you, please share your experiences, please share your work, services, whichever you are doing. I invite you all to share your wisdom through our platform, PMC English. Thank you, friends. Thank you for watching this episode. Please share this video with everyone, and please like, share, subscribe PMC English. Thank you.